What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me tonight. Tonight, I want to go over with you two charts, the Australian dollar and US dollar chart and the gold chart. Okay, from last week, I want to show you the two trades I took last week. These are both zero thought, low stress, brainless, simple as can be trades. All right. And I want to show you how I recognize these trades so that you can do it for yourself in the future. Okay. Now, trading can be as simple as you want it to be, or it can be as difficult as you decide to make it. All right. Oftentimes, we make things harder on ourselves through our impulsive and self-sabotaging, degenerate behavior. Okay? That will make it harder on you. And if you are, for example, like watching a lot of different things from different sources on YouTube, or you're reading a lot on Reddit, you're consuming a bunch of unnecessarily complicated bullshit every single day on a regular basis, and this is definitely going to have an effect on your trading results. So keep this in mind. We want to keep what we're doing as simple as possible, all right? And trading can be simple. When it is simple, it's better. Less is more. Simple is better with trading, okay? We're here to make money, not be a super genius, okay? If we can make money an easy way, that's going to be better than making money a hard way. We want to work smarter, not harder, right? At the end of the day, nobody really cares how smart you are. Nobody really cares if you can call out a trade to the pip and catch the high and catch the low and all of this stuff, okay? That's not important. What is important is consistency. The only way that you're going to get consistency in trading these markets is by being able to control yourself. Control is the key. The trader who has control of themselves is going to win more often than the trader who has no control over themselves. And that seems obvious, right? But here's another way I think about it. I play Rocket League, okay, which is essentially soccer, but with cars. And what I found out is that control is very important in this game, okay? There's different kinds of control, but for the sake of this example, I'm talking about controlling your car and controlling the ball. Whatever team maintains control of the ball or possession of the ball the most usually is going to win. Okay? Whoever is in control is going to win. Before you seek to master the markets, first seek to master yourself. Okay? So, we're looking at a 5-minute chart on the Australian dollar, US dollar pair. Okay? We can see that here on Monday, the market opens up, trades higher, lower, then grinds all the way up to the New York session where we put in a high of the day level. This is our new high of the week level, right? And so I projected that level onto Tuesday's chart. I came to the charts on Tuesday a little late. Okay, so this is the market open. I came in, okay, this is the market open. I came in somewhere around here. And I looked at this chart and I thought to myself, this looks like my type of trade. It's too bad I got here a little late, but let me just sit back for a minute and see if I get an opportunity to enter this market. And indeed, right around 10 o'clock, okay, right around 10 o'clock, we throw this pin back into the high, and then we come down, take out this level, and that's where I enter. Okay, stop loss above these last structural highs, take profit at yesterday's closing price. I peeled off 80% of the profits here, kept 20% running for another 10 minutes, closed it out. Now, the reason why I say this trade is so obvious, right, is because we have this level for Monday. Then here on Tuesday, we're trying to get back up there, but failing to do so. We just can't get back up to that high, right? We keep coming up there and finding some sort of resistance, and sellers come in and take a little bit of control at that level, all right? Then paying attention to what time it is when we get to the session, looking for the opportunity to enter this market short, all right? And all I'm really looking for is this market to retest the previous day's high or the previous day's low and then throw a reversal pattern, all right? Which is exactly what happened here. Here is a 1 hour chart on gold, and I've got the days all marked up so you can see the weekly day count, all right? And we just so happen to have a 3-day setup that aligned with day 1, day 2, day 3, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On the back side of the week, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3 days of breakout traders in the market short, right? And because of this, when I came to my charts for the New York session, I saw that London had already broken out of Thursday's low. So this is our day 3 of breakouts in the market. I was looking for my pattern at the low of the day. When we get to the session, right, we can see, and if you're paying attention here, right, you can see that London put in the low of the day level here. London broke out and then put in this level and then started to rise again, okay? So when we come to the New York session, here's our 8:30 time, okay? So right at market open, we are trading back into that London low, okay? We've also come back down here and broken out of Thursday's low. So this market is in breakout. We're also retesting the London low, and you can see I've drawn it on here. Here's our W pattern. I was able to enter this market pretty early with this bearish candle that pushed back down into this W formation, right? And then when it started to go back up, I went ahead and got in and secured an early entry, stop loss at the low of the day, aiming for the previous day's closing price, which is this yellow dotted line. And you can see this market went vertical for an hour. This trade went off without a hitch. Beautiful. The simplest type of trade that you can ever take, okay? Low stress, don't even have to think about it. I hit an easy 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio on this trade, okay? And that's as simple as it can be, all right? We're just looking for the market to break out of the previous day's low or the previous day's high and give us a certain type of pattern that tells us that we are reversing and headed in the opposite direction, all right? Which is exactly what happened here. You can see this nice triple bottom formation, 3 pushes into the low before pushing up higher, okay? So very, very simple. We do not need to complicate this. The hardest part is staying in control. The hardest part is sitting on your hands and waiting for the market to bring a trade to you. We feel all of this pressure to trade every single day, push buttons. We feel like we're doing our job when we're pushing buttons. But our main advantage of being retail traders is the fact that we do not have to trade every day. We can hold off until the market is stacked in our favor, until we have an obvious trade to take, okay? And for me, these are the obvious trades, the trades that break out of the previous day's high or low and then put in a reversal pattern and start going the other way. Those are the trades I'm looking for. I will gladly wait all week. I will let the entire week go by, like I showed you here on gold. I will let the entire week pass me by to get this one trade, okay? You have to think about it. We've talked about it before, but think about a lion pride. When a lion pride is out on the hunt, stalking their prey, they might let almost the entire herd of water buffalo run past them while they wait on a very specific animal, one that is too old, too young, hurt, sick, etc. They will wait until the odds are stacked in their favor, because a missed kill for a pride of lions might mean that they don't eat for another week. It could mean starvation and death. So they want to make their move when it's as close to a sure thing as possible. All right. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I am trying to wait on a nice, easy, obvious trade. And that is when I'm going to strike. Okay. Just like the grizzly bear who waits at the top of the river and lets the salmon jump straight into its mouth. It doesn't have to move a muscle. It doesn't have to expend any energy. It simply sits back and waits because it knows that there will be another fish that's going to jump straight into its mouth and it's going to get an easy, nutrient rich meal. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, man, until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.